Good morning, everybody. Hello. Morning, Planet Shibboleth. Hello, Jitterbug. My friend Jessica. Hello. Hello, Kimberly. Hello, Lisa. Hello, everybody. Good morning. Hope everybody's having a terrific day. Perfect day. Good day, everybody. Good day. We're going to get started. Just 30 seconds to a minute from now, we'll get started. There's the amazing, look at there, 2 in a row, Tressa and Tabitha, over 100 pounds weight loss each. Where do you hear that? You know, great job, everybody. Friends helping friends, inspiring each other. Hey, Sarah, good to have Sarah. Good to have you all. Brazil nut hemp bar, a good one. Yeah, all that energy-rich hemp, cellular regeneration hemp, saving lives. Yes, Tressa, you are inspiring people in Jesus' name. It's awesome. Awesome to behold from my vantage point. Hello, Miss Marcella. Good day, everybody. All right, we'll get started. My name's Travis. Hello, Lisa. I've lost over 100 pounds. I have come off, hello, Karen. I have come off all prescription medication. Diabetes, well, I shouldn't say I had diabetes. As most doctors will tell you, there's only one diabetes, and that's type 1 diabetes. The others are just a precursor to diabetes. Well, I had type 2 diabetes. No more. No high blood pressure. No acid reflux, less depression, no cholesterol medicine. Programs changed my life. Glory to God. And we just bless his precious name for what he's done in my life. And then now it's been an honor. I had no idea I would spend the last 20 years trying to find a way to help people like me that maybe are dealing with some unintended consequences of obesity, but also some of us dealing with low self-esteem, low self-confidence. God would order my steps, and I hope he's ordering other people's steps to help me help people as we are in this journey together. There is a solution to obesity, and you'll find it in your Bible. And the Lord has inspired us to put together some daily disciplines that will have you losing body fat so fast you'll amaze even your friend, and hopefully restore your health, and hopefully you'll bow your head and give Jesus the praise for it all. So here we are looking at our report today. Good job, everyone. So far, last 7 days, those that report, which is a very small percentage of our members. I need more of you all to report. Self-reporting, 442.6 pounds lost in the last 7 days. That's an average per week of 2.33 pounds, or more than 100 pounds each and every year. Number of badges earned, 10-pound badge, 20 new badges earned. 10-pound badge, Cindy McPherson, Jessica Rogel, forgive me if I'm not pronouncing names right, Patrice Kilgore, Claire Alexander, Jennifer Williams. Way to get off to a fast start. Lisa Dennis earned her 25-pound badge. Joy Walters earned her 50-pound badge. Lucas Hutchinson, good job, brother man, 75-pound badge. And check this, Stephanie Needham, 125-pound badge earned. How about a big round of applause for those folks? Way to go, everybody. Stephanie, that is that says a lot about your character. To be able to be consistent and persist and lose that kind of weight, that's just fabulous. Good job. 10% shirts earned, Kristen McCarter, good job. Go weight badge, Lisa Dennis, that's what it's all about, reaching our happy weight and then staying there. Only one fast track badge earned. I've got to keep harping about fast track badges and journaling. We had Jamie McKee earned the discipline badge for journaling, and then the self-mastery badge, Judy Williams and Margaret Wolf. Great job, everybody. 21 perfect days in a row for those two. And our new partners, we could not do what we do without our partner, Beth Zulo. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Beth, I see your name come up all the time. Beth, thank you so much. And then we have an anonymous DB. DB, thank you for becoming a new partner. Hope you'll enjoy the partner perks. We've got a couple of them that we've already launched and many more to come to thank our partner. We've already done a ton for our lifetime members. We want to thank them too. We hope that they all feel like they've got the most robust program ever at the best value ever. And then we invite more people to partner with us and help us in this incredible calling and mission. So thank you all. These are our Q&A sessions Monday through Friday, except for when there's a hurricane or technology disruption or travel. Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. We go live and we support our members. These sessions are best capitalized on if you have earned your fast track badge. If you haven't earned your fast track badge, you're welcome to be here, but I fear that we may scare you off because you might not understand some of the lingo, some of the philosophies when we answer these questions that get asked. But this is a great session to help personalize your journey and keep you moving forward. So we want everybody to learn the same foundational system. And then these sessions, we can answer questions and kind of individualize and personalize as best we can without a one-on-one consultation. If you need one-on-one, we have mentors on standby other than myself that work with members who are in need one-on-one on a daily basis. Two of them are here today. I hope you'll give them a warm round of applause. Could not do what we do without them. The amazing Joni Garrett and the amazing Tammy Cornett. Thank y'all for being. All right, we're going to get started looking for questions today. We'll be with you 30 to 40 minutes today. Stephanie says, I've never done a cleanse before. It's amazing. I've been feeling so good. That's great to hear. Good job. Hello, Shanda. Jitterbug, on the Shibboleth Master, did you find out if it is written as a calendar year, January to December, or just 365 days? I didn't. I'm so sorry. I think you did. I've just forgot if you've asked me to do that. Let me see if we can handle that now. Tammy, can you reach out to my wife? And I think she's working with our developer, Sergey. One of the things that happens if it's a technology question like that, Jitterbug, he's in the Ukraine and we're in the States. So we only get to actually talk to him a couple hours each day. And then we're usually having to deal with our humongous website that needs updates all the time to keep it safe. So while she's working with Sergey, if Tammy or Joni, if you could find out the answer to Jitterbug's question, I sure would appreciate that. The question is about the Shibboleth Master Badge. It's the most difficult badge to obtain. Does it have to be qualified for in a calendar year, or is it a rolling 365 days? Karen got her detox kit. Good deal. Wondered if you wouldn't mind rehashing the protocol for taking the fiber and the peels, the best timing. So your herbal cleanse kit is amazing. It's a great companion to a 10-day detox. It comes with 3 components in it. It comes with a fiber packet that we mix in the approved beverage of our choice. I take that first thing in the morning. I'm not like getting out of bed and drinking it. I give myself time. I used to get up and have my first eating episode within an hour of rising, but that just that's one of the few things that I've learned through the years. It just doesn't hold water that I stopped doing. I let myself get up, get awake, and at that time, my first episode when I'm doing a detox would be my fiber packet mixed in Ocean Spray Diet or AdvoCare Spark if I need the energy. I use a little bit more water and mix with 3 cubes of ice. You want to get all the beneficial insoluble fiber out of the bottom when it settles. So put a little more liquid in there, mix it up, get all of that. So important that you get all that pulp. We like to call it pulp, but very delicious, very satisfying as well. Will help with appetite control throughout the day. So that's what you want to start with. You then want to take either before or after that, anytime in the morning, you want to take your probiotic Restore. Restore is your probiotics that helps replenish the good gut bacteria, works synergistically with the other components in the detox kit. And then lastly, before bedtime, you want to take your herbal tablets with a large glass of water. Now, you don't have to do it 30 minutes before bedtime. You can take it 2 hours, 3 hours before bedtime, but you don't want to have any kind of eating episode after you take the herbal tablets. You want them to do their work at night. Those herbal tablets, along with your insoluble fiber, are going to work together overnight to help loosen up undigested matter that's in that digestive tract. And then hopefully over 10-day period, we're able to eliminate some waste that's been long standing. And that helps our liver also detoxify and get back to efficiently burning fat. Hope that helped. Also, Tammy or Joni, could you please provide the detox class notes, because I'm sure that's going to come up. Again, the detox is well underway. but that doesn't mean people can't do it individually and on their own. We're doing a group detox right now, but certainly people could do that on their own. If y'all will provide the class note link to them, that would be great. Wanda, could I have almond milk instead of Carb Master? I'm not fond of almond milk. Almond milk is not really milk. You're looking at just a fatty water with fat in it. That's what you're looking at with almond milk. Now, like a lot of things that people love on Planet Shibboleth, we make almond milk work. That's in the library. I would prefer you have unsweetened almond milk. Sweetened almond milk is not good for you. Go to your food library, Wanda. Do you know how to do this? Let me know if you don't. We'll do it for you in class. But go to your food library and search almond milk. And you pick out the almond milk that you like, and you'll have to use it according to the description in the library, or it can set you back. If you use it according to our description, it won't set you back. So it wanted to let me know if that is satisfactory. If not, we'll get you some additional help here today. Carb Master milk, there's no such thing as a milk that's good for the human body. Sorry, that's a myth. Milk does not do the body good. Again, whole milk, if somebody's already lean and they're having raw whole milk, not the kind you buy at the supermarket full of sugar and fat, we can make a case that might be good for you. But processed milk is not good for you ever. But what we did to make our program more practical, sustainable, and fun is come up with some milk like Kroger Carb Master or Fat-Free Fairlife that we could have. An example of how I had it the other day. I had that high protein milk, Fat-Free Fairlife milk, with some new approved mock Oreos. They were high protein Oreos. I'm not saying that's the best thing for human health, but I was really craving some Oreos ducked in milk. So I made that work as an approved snack. So there's times that we're going to really want some milk, and Kroger Carb Master or Fat-Free Fairlife is way better than almond milk for weight loss. Almond milk does not do the body, but we know we have vegans that want to do that, and we understand that, and we've made a way for that to work if you'll check it out in the food library. Shanda, on the detox challenge, can I replace the Carb Quick biscuit with Shibboleth brown bread on your meal plan? The one with 2 eggs and a biscuit? You certainly can. I would keep the high protein brown bread to about 120 calories or less, Shanda. If you'll do that, that will be as good as that biscuit, if not better. The detox was perfect timing. I'm down almost 7 pounds. Great job. Son's wedding day is Saturday. I'm so happy with the results. Good to hear that, Bridget. Congratulations on this impending marriage. I hope it's congratulations. It sounds like it is. And great job working hard, looking at this wedding date as something on the calendar that's a part of your why. Way to go. Good job. Will the 8 o'clock Zoom be recorded tonight? At least it will. Barring any kind of technology issues, we will record this interview that we're doing with Amanda Hicks. As I've mentioned lately, we're going to be going live more in the evening per request. People can't make our 11 a.m. sessions. So we're going to start having 2 or 3 times a week, depending on my schedule, but we will be committed to it. We're going to be having sessions where we do some book club stuff, reading some of my favorite personal development books, answering questions, and doing interviews and other fun stuff. Tonight is an interview with Amanda Hicks. Amanda Hicks started off as a Shibboleth member, lost all of her weight following the Shibboleth daily disciplines, graduated Shibboleth, went into bodybuilding, transformation, physique transformation, and has earned her pro card. And we posted some pictures of her a week or so ago, and there was a big backlash that said the pictures were fake, and people just did not believe. They said this was like all the other fake pictures out there, Photoshop, which they're not. We don't do that. But her transformation, to be fair to those people that really got on to us and her over that, certainly Shibboleth has those members that have those types of results. And if people don't want to believe, the Lord still moves, and the Lord still acts on his people's behalf when there's belief and faith in our hearts and in our lives, and then followed by some good work. If they don't believe that, I can't really help that. but we did have a lot of people request that she come and talk. She's not one for the squeamish, I'll tell you that. She's a determined young lady. So she's gonna probably tell it like it is. I don't know what to expect from Amanda, but we'll be interviewing her tonight at 8 p.m. Jedbug says, pray for me. I'm mentoring a friend that can't grasp the concept of the lifestyle even after the fast track. Certainly, I run into that many times a day. I hope that the Lord will bless you. As you know, I have many acquaintances in our church association, my former church association. I guess I'm still a member at Friendship Grady. But got a lot of acquaintances, and they can't grasp it either. And I'm going to tell you the difference. I'm going to tell you why. They don't want to grasp it. That's it. Until they want to grasp it, until they understand that their life depends on it and their back's against the wall, they're not going to grasp it. But you try just like I do. I'm going to keep trying, even though I run into that so many times a day. I never give up on anybody, because I know the Lord is looking at the secret parts of my heart and sees my good intention and blesses me indirectly over my effort to help people that really are just straddling the fence. Once we get our back against the wall, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Even if it was much harder to learn than what it is. Once you've got a big enough why, big enough reason, enough disgust in your life, enough vision for the future, you'll figure it out. Anybody will. You tell her to get that wine. How long after the fiber drink should I have my first eating episode? I have lost 5 pounds so far without the kit, so hoping this will be better. Well, the kit is not about weight loss, Miss Karen. What the kit is trying to do is set you up for success on day 11, okay? So when we look at just the scales, that's not giving us a true indicator of any. That's telling us how much water we lost, how much glucose we have used up, the little bit of fat that we've lost. Well, see, we don't lose 5 pounds in a few days, not 5 pounds of fat. If we lose 5 pounds, very important we educate ourselves on this. If we lose 5 pounds in 3 or 4 days, maybe 1 pound of that was fat, but the other 4 was also needed. We needed to lose it, but excess glucose, water weight. So, that's what's going on there. So you're getting your detox late in the game. So you may, but you shouldn't lose 5 pounds in the next 3 days just because of the kit. The kit is not a weight loss. Hope I didn't mislead you when we signed up for the detox, but this is a detoxification process where we're setting ourselves up, our metabolism up for more success on day 11 when we get back to our regular daily disciplines in the red and yellow columns. See, the detox period works like an amplifier. If you've ever listened to a factory car stereo, but then you plug in an amplifier, you have an amplifier installed, you get better sound from that factory stereo because you've added an amplifier. That's what a 10-day detox done right will do for your absorption of micronutrition. It's just going to amplify your Shibboleth lifestyle. We should do a detox 3 to 5 times a year. Now, I'm not trying to dissuade you or take away your hope. I'm just trying to educate us all so we don't run into plateaus and discouragement. As far as how long after the fiber drink should I have my first eating episode, that's up to you. It's not going to impact you one way or the other. Once your eating window is open, whenever you're hungry, don't eat if you're not hungry. I'm not a believer in this, let's eat every 3-4 hours. I just think that's one of the most horrible things that's ever been perpetuated out there in the world. But if you're not hungry, don't eat. But when you do get hungry, if you'll eat from the meal plans that I provided for the detox, sorry, I got a crick in my neck. I just got choked a lot at the grappling place. So sorry about that. Oh, it gets hung up sometimes. But with that said, lost my train of thought. With that said, whenever you get hungry, but we want to choose from the eating ideas that have been given to us throughout the 10-day detox for the best result. All right, Tabitha says, what are these mock Oreos? We got some samples in. I can't even remember the name of them right now. We get samples all the time, and most of them we throw in the garbage. But I opened these up, and they look like an Oreo. And I said, let me duck this high-protein Oreo in some milk and see how, if it sogs up just like I like it. And boy, it was perfect. So I will be announcing that very soon. Yeah. Shona says, when I am craving an Oreo, I eat a cookies and cream Quest bar. That works just fine. Do you have to register for tonight's interview? We are still not allowed or able to go Facebook Live. Maybe that'll be figured out one of these days. So it will be in the Zoom room with Miss Amanda. Yeah, we will send out a text message and you will have to register for it. Perfect. Karen, I get you. You said, I feel better during the detox meal plan. Great job. Great job. I'm glad you feel better. That's what the detox is about. Bridget, you can do the detox by yourself. I usually lead them 3 to 4 times a year. We take about 40 days a year. That's typically what we've done, about 40 days a year, 10 days at a time, about once a quarter. We do a detox. We call it a challenge, not really a challenge per se. It's more about, let's do our best to detoxify our body. And we spend 10, and also gets you weight loss. But we spend 10 days together as a group. You can do it individually anytime. It's not going to hurt you. But we spend about 40 days, about 4 times a year doing the detox together. This will probably be the last one for the year. If you work out, do you or could you add a snack or extra eating episode? Is there a certain number of calories burned that decides if you add an eating episode? Is there a video related to this on the website? There's a ton of them. In fact, yesterday, I would highly recommend that you watch that session, yesterday's session. If Joni or Tammy want to get you that link to make it easier on you in finding it. That was a good session. Gina Quinn asked an excellent question about losing fat and building muscle at the same time. We spent about 30 to 40 minutes on that topic. That would be a great one for you to visit. Now, Lee, it depends on what your goals are. Now, if you go to a trainer and you're in a calorie deficit, and your workout is suffering, they're going to tell you to eat more food. That rarely works out for anyone, okay? What ends up happening is dissatisfaction with your program and with your training, because to lose body fat, we must operate in a calorie deficit. And if you're training very hard, you're exercising very intensely, your energy is going to be lagging because you're operating in a calorie deficit and your body is having to pull from its reserve fuel. When your body's having to pull from its reserve fuel, it's a little more taxing than if we're eating adequate calories. But if we eat adequate calories, we're not going to lose any body fat. The typical exercise session, if we're lucky, burns 200 to 400 calories. So if your goal is to try to lose body fat right now, it doesn't make a lot of sense to add back those calories. Now, if your goal is not primarily fat loss, if your goal is primarily your workout productivity and building muscle, then sure, you could add an extra eating episode with the knowledge that you're not going to lose very much body fat, if any. So if Lee, if you'll, in the thread, if you'll let me know your primary goal, I'll give you a yay or nay on that extra eating episode, because I don't know where you're at with your weight, how much weight you have to lose. As far as an ideal calorie range, we went over that yesterday in that video. If you're looking for your ideal calorie range, as long as you're controlling insulin, if you're in a weight loss mode, your ideal calorie range should be 8 times your ideal weight. Let me explain this again. So here, let's take myself for example. I was 300 pounds and I wanted to be 200 pounds. Okay. The only way, and here's what happened when I would try to lose weight through exercise, it never worked, because I'd go to a trainer and a trainer would say, you need to eat more. That's why you can't lift. I do it. That's what I wanted to hear. That's what a foodaholic like me wanted to hear. You will reward yourself with food. But I finally got it. It took a long time and I got it. And I realized that I've got to call things forth and forward that are not as though they are. I wanted to be 200 pounds. So I said, I am 200 pounds, therefore I shall act like it even though I'm 300 pounds. Now, the part of me that was hangry all the time was this 100-pound part of me. Okay, this big boy part, this 200-pound man's perfect, right? This is where I wanted to be. But I was 300 pounds. This 100-pound part of me was not happy, but it had to go. Everybody say it's got to go. So it had to go. So the only way for me to get rid of that was at 300 pounds, I couldn't eat like a 280-pound. I couldn't eat like a 200. I had to start eating like a 200-pound man. So now with that said, whatever your goal is, let's find your goal. I don't know what that goal is, but let's find your goal. Let's find your goal. And my goal was 200 pounds. So during the weight loss phase, I multiply that number times 8, and I need to stay below, hopefully well below 1,600 calories, whether I work out or not, of the right approved foods that control insulin. Because if I don't operate in a calorie deficit and I don't control insulin, the fat loss ain't happening. The weight loss will happen for a few days if I'm starting the program, but then you hit a plateau. So I've got to stay at or below 1,600 calories while I'm chasing my goal. Then once I get into maintenance, I can do 200 times 10, which puts me at 2,000. So I'll get an additional 400 calories once I reach my goal. That's how that works. Now, if I'm doing bodybuilding, if I want to grow my muscle and I'm working out hard, I can do this times 12. Now I'm at 2,400 calories. I'm getting an additional 800 calories to support my bodybuilding effort. And I want to make sure that's stacked with protein as well. That's why I did a long class on that yesterday. I hope that will help you. It's very critical that you don't reward yourself with food. Andrea says, I am eating very clean. I'm not having any success with the detox food plan. Could I do the detox and just eat the way I typically eat? Sure. It's not going to hurt you to do that. We mixed it up a little bit with the meal plan. I'm not sure how you're typically eating, and I hate that you're not getting the results that you'd hope for, Miss Andrea. But certainly if you were losing weight before the detox, go back to that and see how that works out for you. The fight, it sounds like your primary motive was to lose the weight. So if your primary motive was to lose the weight, I probably need to do a better job in our next orientation. Say if your primary job is to lose weight, or that's what you want to do, you probably don't need the detox kit, and you probably don't need to change up your daily discipline. The detox, some people lose a lot of weight, some people don't lose any weight, but the detox kit plus the meal plan that's very, very sparse is meant to help give your digestive system a break, kind of reset things. And I do really hate that you spent that money and aren't getting the results. The fiber packet is not going to hurt you, even with the regular meal plan, other than you're increasing the calories by 70 a day. And the probiotic restore is good all the time. The herbal tablets that you take before bed, you don't want to have them beyond 10 days. That's the only component of that packet, that kit, that I would worry about you doing in addition to the old meal plan, the regular Shibboleth. But I'm so sorry it didn't work out for you with the weight. What were the few SAM exercises that were listed on one of the recent challenges or maybe exercise videos? One of them was good morning stretch. I've been searching for it on the website. We've done that quite a few times, Miss Amy. So Tammy, now Miss Amy, if they can't find this for you, because I'll move on from this conversation. If Tammy or Joni can't provide you a couple of those links where Sasha and I went through the morning stretch routine with the SAM, then let me know. Y'all don't let me forget to make sure that she gets the help that she needs. But if Joni or Tammy, if you could pull a couple of those partner videos and get that to Amy, where Sasha and I went down into the exercise room and we went through some SAM exercises, that would be great. Liz Duncan making Shibboleth approved shrimp and grits. Sounds delicious. I understand, Andrea. Yeah, a lot of people, they want that detox and the weight loss too. I guess probably another way for me to put that is there would be a better meal plan for weight loss than probably what I put out there. Well, it depends. There's so much variety there. It depends on how it lines up for somebody. So, if I was choosing like for my detox, high protein soup, I eat 1 meal a day with my detox. I don't know what you're doing. Hopefully the team's helped you out and give you some pointers. But for my detox, I do very strict, a very extreme version of the detox, because to me, a detox is about giving my digestive system a break, helping my sleep recovery, cellular autophagy. That's what it is about to me. And I get great weight loss results with it because I'm eating in a way that's not sustainable for me. And what I do is my first eating episode may be a cup of cocoa ringa mixed with Healthwise hot chocolate to support my muscle. Then for lunch, I might have 100 calories of kettle and fire bone broth or a high protein soup. And then at night, I might have a light salad with some hemp hearts. Now, if you were doing something like that, I don't know why you weren't losing weight. If you were using some of those crazy meal plans I did for people that asked for me to provide fast food options, see, I'm trying to cater to a large, diverse group of people. So if you were doing the version of it where you could have a quarter pounder with no bread, then you may not be losing weight. But if you did it my style, if you used my meal plans and you're not losing weight, I want to do a one-on-one, because there's no way that anybody can do my detox meal plans, my strict ones, and not lose weight. But I don't really push that because I feel like people, no matter how hard I try to tell them this is just 10 days, if it's unsustainable, they get a bad taste in their mouth. My detox is meant, for me, is meant to be unsustainable. And I generally lose 8 to 10 pounds in 10 days with my detox, the way I do it, which is a lot of broth and soup. To me, that's the way it should be when you're trying to clear out the gut. But we give all kinds of meal plans due to the request and what the needs of the group are. Because if you can't get through 10 days, you really didn't do a detox. You see those things that you go in GNC, it says the 1-day detox. That is such bullshit-o. I don't even know where to start. There's no such thing as a 1-day detox. You need sustained daily effort of PSP, pee, sweat, poop, and I'll add an F on there, fast. So let me know if you were trying those strict ones that I put out there. And if you're not losing weight, I want to do a one-on-one where you see what went wrong there. If you were doing mine. Right, the Stretch a Minute does have that book, Shanda, thank you. I forgot about that. It does have a book with those illustrations on the exercises to do. But Sasha and I also did those videos for people that need to see it in action. Annette says the detox has worked great for me. This is the first time I did it the way Travis Lee didn't work when I didn't fast or didn't stick with 1, 2s, and 7. Exactly. And it's nice to have fruit early in the day, just before 4 p.m., hopefully. Good job, Annette. Good job. Are there going to be more small group classes? There will. I'm doing my best with a very scaled down staff. And it's just a time thing, a time crunch. There are going to be many more. We have next week, we are going to be out of state, and I won't be able to start anything next week. We had meant to start the Magnificent 7 Challenge. That's not what you're asking about, but we had the hurricane. So just things, it's just life. It's how life rolls. But what we're going to be doing is having some what y'all used to call phase 2 classes. I'm not calling them that anymore. They're the journey classes where they're topical. And yes, there will be some more. Great job, Kim Danke. Great job. Where can I see the information? Mary's asking about the information for the detox program. Mary, we did that as a group. We started that last Friday as a group, but you can do it individually anytime that you want to. The only thing you'll miss out on is that group camaraderie. But you can do it individually for 10 days and come to these sessions and ask questions about it. Somebody's always doing the 10-day detox. Mary, they've already posted the detox class notes so that you could do that, but it's probably way up in the thread. So once again, let me ask Tammy and Joni. One of them, I hate to call both of their names. I just don't know who's listening. But Tammy or Joni to provide those class notes to you via a link. So Mary, be looking in the thread here in a minute or two, and you'll see the link. And Tammy's already done it. There it is. Good job, Tammy. Thank you. Any other questions? We're about out of time today due to some commitments I have. I hope that y'all are enjoying the class. I want to read this to you. I've been working on myself personally, and Sasha got me a book some time ago, The Untethered Soul. And today, it's not necessarily today. So it is today's. Sorry, I thought I was looking on a different day. It's got a little calendar with it. This is today's. Good. Life is actually trying to help. We can get it in our heads that life is against us, but the Bible says that Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life, and the resurrection. So how can life be working against us once we know the life is Jesus? It says life is surrounding you with people and situations that stimulate growth. That's what I hope that on our best day that Sasha and I be used by the Master and help stimulate growth in ourselves and in you, so that we can all live a more healthy and well life. You only have to be willing to open your heart in the face of anything and everything and permit the purification process to take place. If you're overweight today, please don't get down on yourself. It happens to 2/3 of our population. It just happens. You're a product of the culture that you're in. But with an open heart and an open mind, you can let good information in. You can develop your why. You can work hard. You can play hard. And in the name of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, you can lose that weight and keep it off forever. You can change your life, but you've got to look for a way in and not for a way out. Does that make sense? Every day, you got to look for a way to do it, even when you don't want to do it. And then you have to find joy. The incredible, crazy Mike Tyson said, discipline is doing the thing that you hate to do and learning how to love it. So I love Shibboleth. I've never hated it. But if you hate the process, you got to do it anyway and figure out a way to love it. So if you'll figure out a way to love those daily disciplines, man, your life is going to change. So can you do the detox without the Advocare kit? I take Calm every night. I just did not have time to get the kit. You can do it however you want to, with the kit, without the kit. We're just here to help people. And what I try to do with the detox is just tell folks optimally, here's what I do, because it's what I do. But the meal plans are not going to hurt you. But I'd hate for you to choose Joanne, let me take that back. If you do the way that I laid this one out, it could be harmful to your weight loss result, because you are going to eat some things that are good for detox, like fruit by itself. That is not the best optimal thing to do for weight loss. So I can't, because of the way I laid this one out, I can't say, yeah, just go do it. Because you may be in Andrea's situation where the goal is equally to lose weight. So I would just suggest incorporating a 16-hour fast every day. If you could think about doing that, stick with your red column and yellow column and apply a 16-hour fast to your daily regimen. I think you might do better with that if you're not using the kit and your primary motive is to lose weight. I'm sorry I don't really have a good answer, because I'm trying to recall all the variety that was requested of me for this detox, and some of the variety that's on this detox without you following did you see some of these people? They said, I think might have been Annette, that said, last time I didn't do it the way it was laid out and didn't really get the results I hoped for. This time I'm doing it the way it's laid out and I'm getting the results. Joanne, if you'll do it the way it's laid out, you'll get better results. But I'm not going to tell you can't do it. We just have to decide on what our goal is and what we're trying to accomplish, and then do that's optimal to get us to where we want to go. Yeah, Bridget, the kit, the Advocare kit, Safe, Effective Detox Kit, it's in the class notes. It's available all the time. Sally says, I didn't lose when I ate the apple by itself. That certainly can hold you back. That wouldn't be the only reason you didn't lose, because you see, let me try to explain this. I want to spend another couple of minutes and then I'm going to run. This is part of our education process. Can I finish up on this? This is important. We've got to keep combating together some of these errors in how we've been taught. Okay, so Sally says, now this, for me to agree with Sally in front of y'all would bode well for me. You see, I could, but I wouldn't be telling the truth. She says, I didn't lose when I ate the apple by itself. If I ate fruit, if I ate low glycemic fruit, listen, it's so important, please get this. If I ate low glycemic fruit all day, apples, oranges, grapefruit, berries, by themselves, I would lose a ton of weight. If I did that every day for a week, went on a fruit diet, I'd lose a ton of weight. So just because you had an apple by itself isn't necessarily why you didn't lose weight. But hear me out. If I did that, if I ate fruit, let's see if we've got some experienced members here. If I ate fruit, kept my calories in a calorie deficit, and I ate fruit by itself all week, what would happen? What would be going on there that would cause me to lose? It would allow me to lose weight, muscular weight. It would allow me to lose more water and sugar, glucose. Well, I wouldn't lose as much glucose, some glucose, but water weight. What would be going on? Right, Lisa said we would be spiking our insulin level. And in spiking our insulin levels, we cannot lose body fat efficiently. So what Sally's saying there is I didn't lose weight, and that could be why the insulin level held you back from fat loss. But it's not necessarily only because of that apple. It could have been because your body was holding a little water. See, here's the thing. There's two things. No matter how we want to get around it, no matter how, let me correct Stephanie too. Stephanie's right on part one. She says probably lose muscle too. Yes, because fruit doesn't have much protein. Stephanie's right on point one. She's right on point because fruit is not going to preserve our muscle. She then says muscle weighs more than fat. She's almost right. But that's not correct. A pound weighs a pound, whether it's a pound of fat or a pound of muscle. So right here, as if on cue, I'll pay Stephanie after the class, a pound of muscle takes up a lot less space than does a pound of fat. That's where that old saying comes from. Muscle weighs more than fat. It doesn't weigh more. It takes up less space. So when we're losing weight that is muscular weight, we're not losing very many inches. The inch loss is what you should be looking at, because when the inches start really dropping, when the inches start exceeding the weight that you've lost on the scales, now you know that you've created a fat adapted metabolism. Do I need to repeat that? You should write that one down. When the inch loss across your whole body, if you measure in all the points, look in the journal and look at assessment. In your assessment, it shows you all the points on your body to measure with a cloth measuring tape. When the inch loss exceeds the weight loss, now you're burning the booty. Because when you first start, the weight's coming off because you are dropping water, you're dropping glucose, you're dropping all kinds of, you're dropping some fat, you're dropping some muscle, you're priming the pump. But then all of a sudden what you notice is the weight loss is you're losing the weight on the scales faster than the inches. But then all of a sudden the scale weight loss slows down and the inch loss does this because you shifted into a fat adapted metabolism. And now you're burning fat. Fat takes up a lot more space on the body than does muscle. We're not going to get around needing a calorie deficit. If I eat fruit alone and I'm in a calorie deficit, I'll lose weight. But as Stephanie said, it will be mostly muscle. There's one more thing I have to control insulin. You're not going to get around it no matter how hard you try. You must control insulin to become a fat adapted metabolism. And then lastly, if you want to keep most of your muscle, have to get in adequate amounts of protein that are found in every Shibboleth eating episode. And that's the deal. That's the deal. No matter how we try to complicate it, no matter how we try to look for a way out, no matter how many quick fixes we look for, calorie deficit, insulin control, adequate protein, did I do that today? And then we don't worry about what the scales say. We worry about what the mirror says, what our clothes say, and what the cloth measuring tape says. Does that help everybody? Hope that helped. I gotta go, y'all. I love you in the Lord. I hope you got something out of today. I appreciate it. It's the honor of a lifetime to help do my best to help if I'm any help at all. I know our team's a help if you let them be. We just ask you to pray for us. We need your help. We're still looking for partners. Hope y'all pray about that. We do appreciate you all. We'll see you tonight. Bye, everybody. We'll see you tonight for Amanda Hicks's interview at 8 p.m. We'll text out. It's certain that y'all have already signed up for the text or you wouldn't be here, but www.travis.live is how you sign up for the text. Thanks, everybody. Thanks, Karen. Thank y'all, Judy. Thank you.